This is Bewdley, on the edge of the wire forest. A peaceful morning on Ribbenhall Viaduct, for the day is early yet. At first sight, this might appear to be just a sleepy station in the heart of the country, reviving memories of railway travel in a more leisurely age. But stay a while and look around. Before very long, you will see signs of increasing activity as preparations are made for another busy autumn day. In an hour or so, the station will come alive with arrivals and departures, for this is one of the most popular steam-operated private lines in Britain, the Severn Valley Railway. At the North Box, the signalman arrives for his day's duties. He is one of the many volunteers who help to operate the railway at weekends and daily during the main summer season. Some even spend most of their holidays here, just for the enjoyment of it all. Locomotives retired from working on British railways, now lovingly restored, enjoy a new lease of life hauling regular passenger trains on this scenic 16-mile line between Kidderminster and Bridgnorth. The South Box signalman now comes on duty to play a vital role in the efficient operation of the railway. Working to a published timetable, with train services varying to suit traffic requirements during the seasons of the year, all locomotives and rolling stock are maintained to the highest standards. The first train of the day departs for the southern terminus of the line at Kidderminster Town, just over 2 miles away. Bewdley, an historic market town on the banks of the River Severn, retains many attractive buildings, refurbished or rebuilt in recent years to their original Georgian style. Local traffic crosses the river over Thomas Telford's magnificent road bridge, completed in 1798. In times past, when the River Severn was the main form of commercial transport, Bewdley was one of the busiest inland ports. The building of the canals, and later the railway, changed all that. But many of the ancient crafts are still to be found in the town today. The railway station is in the parish of Ribbenhall, a few minutes' walk from the town centre. More passengers are arriving now for a return trip over the line, many of them joining the first train of the day, making the 13-mile trip to the northern terminus at Bridgnorth, another historic market town, well worth exploring.
£4.50? Thank you. Yeah.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Severn Valley Railway. We hope you'll enjoy your journey and have a pleasant day.
At Bridgnorth is the Motive Power Depot, where most of the railway's locomotives are maintained and repaired in the extensive workshops. A former British Railways standard tank loco, built at Brighton in 1954, leaves with a southbound train taking the gradient in its stride.
£9 less those tickets.
Back at Bewdley, a GWR Hall class loco departs with another train to Kidderminster Town. At the south signal box, the crew received the token for the section of line it will occupy. Except for passing loops at intermediate stations, the whole of the Severn Valley Railway route is single track. The original Severn Valley line was opened in 1862, connecting Shrewsbury with Hartlepool, the junction for Worcester. After a century of service, it was closed by British Railways in 1963. And that should have been the end of the Severn Valley story. However, the line was reopened by volunteers from Bridgnorth to Hampton Load in 1970, and further extended first to Hyley and then to Bewdley in 1974. The extension to the new station at Kidderminster Town was completed in July 1984. Purpose-built to a Great Western Railway design of the early 1900s, it retains the charm of a station of that period, but incorporates all modern amenities for today's passengers. Kidderminster Town is an interchange for British rail services on the Birmingham to Worcester line and beyond. The rail journey gives an opportunity to experience a leisurely branch line ride of yesteryear, once a familiar form of travel in Britain.
The next train to depart from platform 1 is the 11:40 to Bridgnorth, calling at Arley, Hyley, Hampton Load and Bridgnorth. Light refreshments are available on the train.
From Bewdley northwards, the line follows the meandering course of the River Severn for most of the way, crossing it here on the famous Victoria Bridge, a cast-iron 200-foot single span completed in 1861. Originally opened in 1862, Arley is one of the most attractive stations on the line, and here visitors can enjoy a pleasant sojourn down by the river between trains. Together with Bewdley and Hampton Load, this is one of the main passing points for trains and attracts many sightseers during the season. The next station northwards is Hyley, once an important railhead serving the 4 collieries located nearby. Coal traffic was one of the principal sources of revenue for the original Severn Valley Railway. Hampton Load a quiet country station and a popular rendezvous for those who seek a few hours fishing or a picnic by the river on that perfect sunny day. Bridgnorth was once the principal intermediate station on the original Severn Valley Railway and is now the permanent northern terminus. Now only a memory, the former wire forest line which closed in 1962 curved in at this point to run alongside the Severn Valley line into Bewdley station.
The train standing at platform 3. It's 12:27 to 2 minutes to time. Mobilising at platform 1, it's 12:55 to Bridgnorth. Following Arley, Hyley, Hampton Load and Bridgnorth. Train arriving at platform 1.
Today is undercoat time at the paint shop. Here, in the former goods yard area at the southern end of the station, maintenance and restoration of many carriages and wagons is carried out, much of it by volunteers. Outside, all those other jobs are there to be done. Here, some of the privately owned locomotives receive major repairs, and the more recently acquired ones, whatever their present condition, can be completely rebuilt. There is a small permanent staff, supported by many volunteers, especially at weekends. There is always something that needs an hour or two's dedication, even with just a paintbrush. The next northbound train is about due. I wonder where it's got to. Ah, a platform alteration. Over the bridge, everyone, but don't hurry. The train won't go without you. The island platforms 2 and 3 are much longer than platform 1, which was formerly used by the wire forest branch line trains of 2 or 3 coaches. Off we go then, with our single line token giving authority for the next section ahead. From time to time, visiting engines from all around the country come to the Severn Valley Railway to show their paces, like this LMS Jubilee Class 460, now based at Tyseley in Birmingham. A London and North Western Railway 062 coal tank, built in 1888, now beautifully restored. And the very famous GWR 440 City of Truro, built in 1903 at Swindon and claimed to be the first steam engine to attain a speed of 100 miles an hour. Additional locomotives are being added to the Severn Valley fleet as restoration work progresses, such as this former Great Western Railway 280 freight loco, a credit to everyone concerned.
Could we have one adult and 2.5 children? Round trip to Bewdley, please.
And I've got my railroad.
Oh, you've got your rail ride. If you can manage a 10% discount, that would be very good. Thank you.